I saw a really wonderful project on Instagram a while ago by a British artist named Anna Baker. Anna makes these gorgeous little journals that she calls her land love journals, and I was really inspired by that idea. I've been thinking a lot myself about my relationship with the land in Canada as a settler person. I decided to set myself up for success and put together 12 little journals with some basic mark making and a little bit of pattern making, just to give myself a starting point so that I can sit down at the end of each month and make some art that expresses my reflections of what's happening with the land at that time of year. I decided to keep my journals very neutral. I made them using this antiqued watercolor paper. I started out just doing some basic mark making, basically scribbling with my paintbrush using some burnt umber acrylic ink that I diluted with water. I started with a round brush and then came back later on with a fan brush to give it even more texture. This part was a lot of fun, and I ended up with lots of abstract designs on my paper that will be really nice to build on when I come back to my journals each month. Next, I did some stenciling using pan pastels. I love these for stenciling. I really like applying these with these makeup brushes that I got at the dollar store. I really like using pan pastels for stenciling because it gives you a nice translucent look and you can keep building on things as you move forward. I used black and a metallic gold. I love mixing these together. It gives kind of a neutral feel but also has a little bit of shimmer to it. Once I finished stenciling, I decided to do some stamping using a few of my favorite stamps and a burnt umber neutral colored ink. And then I decided to do some collage. I used Mod Podge and just glued on some little pieces of text and some maps and a few other bits and pieces from my box that I keep on my desk. And then lastly, I felt like it needed a little bit more texture, so I just used a umber colored watercolor pencil and just literally did some scribbling all over my papers. I wanted to use one piece of paper for each journal to keep these nice and small so they'd be portable and so that I wouldn't feel like I was under a lot of pressure to create a really big piece of art every month. I cut them in half and then glued them together on the short side to create a long strip of paper, and then I just folded them accordion style to make my little journals. I really like how these turned out, and I discovered that they fit perfectly in a vintage recipe tin that I had on my desk with some other things in it. So here are all my 12 little land love journals waiting for me to come back and make them into something beautiful at the end of each month of this year.